Ayo, you. Nah, just kidding. This is our Quickie episode. We're going to talk about credit. I told you I was going to sprinkle this finance shit in here. So I'm going to tell y'all a little tip real quick about authorized users. And the next episode, we're going to go into detail about my financial journey. But I've been in a lot of spaces where people look like me. And I'd be like, y'all niggas know what authorized user is? And they'd be like, what's that? And I'm tired of that. I want to walk into a room where everybody know what's up. That's a little cheat code that people that don't look like us know all about, and they be on the uppity up. So let's get put on. So as an authorizer, you are giving someone authority to use your line of credit. All right. And so how is this going to help build someone's credit? Now, let's say, for example, I have $5,000 worth of in a line of credit, and I used $2,500. So now I already used up 50% of my credit card. Like my bank is looking at me like a bozo because I'm now over that recommended 30%. So my credit score is definitely dropping. If you are ever on Credit Karma and you see that you are utilizing 50% and they give you like those little color codes, it's not green no more. It's more like an orangey red. Okay, and that's not good. You're not looking too good out here to these white people, to these lenders. All right, so you got two options. One, you can increase your line of credit, by just calling your bank and being like, yo, up my shit. And then, that will create an illusion now that you are under or within the 30% utilization rate, which works perfectly fine when FICO comes and looks at your report. Or you could be a boss and pay that shit down because it's money that you spent. All right. But let's say you don't got the money right now. You overspent. You outdid yourself. You're not really going to have the bread for another couple of months. And your bank is tired of you calling them and asking them to increase your line of credit because they hip to you. So now you got another avenue. And this is where authorized user comes in. So if my wife signs me up as an authorized user and her line of credit is $10,000, now when the lenders go and look at my account, it's going to say that I have a credit line of $12,500, because you see what happened is they're going to tag on her $10K to my $2,500, and I used $2,500 out of $12,500 instead of out of $5,000. Sorry if this is a lot of math, but you're an adult. So anyway, so if I spend $2,500 out of $12,500, now I'm at a utilization of 20%, and that I'm looking good. I'm back in that green. I'm good. Somebody might want to give me $1. All right. And this works well. And I've done it with my friends and my family. Actually, the other way around, because, my credit score way better than my wife. You know what? Actually, let me stop bullshitting. We actually sign each other up as authorized users because it still works in reverse. So even if I have $5,000 worth of credit, she has 10. If I sign her up as an authorized user, when lenders look, it's going to actually say that she now has $15,000 in her line of credit. So let me stop talking shit. We a team. That's what this is about anyway. Yeah, and your credit score is going to increase within 30 to 45 days. So this shit easy. People do this all the time. Let me tell you about the pros for the authorizers, because I know some of you are thinking, I ain't signing these niggas up under my credit card. They're not going to get my card and start swiping that shit. Heard. I feel you, and I got you right now. So when you sign someone up to be an authorized user under your line of credit, if they continue to be a bozo and spend stupid amounts of money, it does not affect your line of credit. You know why? Because you signed them. They didn't sign you. You the big homie in the situation. So your credit is not going to be affected. Another big one is they don't physically have to have your credit card. Okay? When I say they're spending like crazy, they're spending their credit card like crazy. The credit card that you authorize, you can actually get mailed to yourself. So if me and my wife wasn't living together and she signed me up as an authorized user, but she ain't really fuck with me and trust me like that, she can get that card detoured to her house, and I'm still an authorized user, but I don't actually have physical access to the card. Okay, that's up to y'all if you are cool with getting that card mailed to the person you authorize. I authorized about my whole family, and none of them niggas ever seen these cards. They don't know what they look like. They don't know if they're red, blue. They don't know what they look like. You could get your credit up, but you ain't about to ever see this card. I chop them up. I do what I gotta do with them. You don't have to worry about the person you authorize having a physical card to your line of credit. So I just want to make that clear. Another pro is that you can authorize as many people as you want. So if you really the big homie, like the real big, the big blood, the big crip, if you really that nigga, I want to see you authorize your whole block. Yeah, authorize your whole block. Go ahead, because you can. You could do that. You got that big homie credit. You got that big dollar. Go on your block and authorize everybody and make sure everybody good, because you can. And then another thing is, if you're a parent, you can authorize children as young as 13 years old. That's fire. You know why that's fire? Because by the time they're 18 years old, they'll have 5 years of good credit. All right, but it's up to you to make sure that they have 5 years of good credit or not bad credit. So don't fuck your kids over. That's fucked up. You need to have good spending habits so you could teach your children to have good spending habits. What else we got here? I already mentioned that you can add as many users as possible. Oh, and you can remove niggas whenever you want. So if you authorize somebody and they've been trying to stun on you, they've been acting real cute and funny with you, unauthorize that nigga. Fuck out of here. You bugging, nigga. I'm the big homie. You heard? Anyway, let me relax because I am not tough. All right, authorize the pros. Your score improves with no cost. You could still, you don't have to pay that shit back. It could sit there. I mean, you do got to pay it back because you still got your monthly fees that you got to pay, like if you still have a balance and all that. But, it was no cost to you to improve your credit within 30 to 45 business days. The cons, however, is if you sign under someone who's not a big homie mentally, then your credit score is just going to keep getting fucked up. Your score is going to look the same. You're just going to have a bigger number, and that you don't want that. Another con that you should know is that FICO could kind of see through the bullshit. So if let's say you tried to get a loan and they was like, no, you a dub, and you was like, bet, I'll be back. I'm going to go to the block and get the big homie to, sign me up, authorize me. I'm going to come back, right? But they could see that time period. They can see that you just added yourself or someone just added you to their user, and they could be like, bro, you the same nigga, which you are the same nigga. Nothing really changed. You ain't really boss up and pay nothing down, and you know what I'm saying? And it's the truth. So this is not a solution to your problems. This is a boost of confidence to get your shit together. So go out there and get yours.